Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. In our last story, we saw Joseph becoming the most important person in Egypt, and we also saw Joseph's brothers coming from Canaan to collect food grains from Egypt. It's because a great famine had struck Canaan. Now today's story is about Joseph testing his brothers. Now Joseph wants to know if his brothers are still mean and unkind. So he tells them, "You are spies. You have come to find where our country is weak, isn't it?" Hearing this, his brothers replied, "No, we are not," they said. "We are honest men. We are all brothers. We were 12, but one brother is no more, and the youngest is at home with our father." Joseph pretends not to believe them. He keeps the brother named Simon in prison and let the others take food and go home. But he tells them, "Listen, when you come back, you must bring your youngest brother with you." Now, my dear friends, when they return home to Canaan, the brothers tell their father Jacob everything that had happened. Jacob now is very sad. He cries, "Joseph is no more, and now Simeon too. I will not let you take my youngest son Benjamin." My dear friends, famine struck Canaan intensely. When their food begins to run out, Jacob had to let them take Benjamin to Egypt so that they can get more food. Now Joseph sees his brothers coming. He is now very happy to see his younger brother Benjamin. My dear friends, none of them knew that Joseph was an important man in Egypt. Now Joseph does a second test to his brothers. Do you know what he does? He tells his servants to fill up all their bags with food. But without letting them know, he tells his servant to keep his special silver cup put into Benjamin's bag. Now, after they all left to Canaan with their food grains, they had almost gone a little distance on the road. Now Joseph sends his servants after them. When they catch them, the servants ask them, "Why have you stolen our master's silver cup?" Hearing this, his brothers replied, "We have not stolen his cup. If you find the cup with us, let that person be killed." Now the servants started searching all their bags, and they found the cup in Benjamin's bag. Now the servant says, "The rest of you can go, but Benjamin must come with us." My dear friends, his brothers are now worried what they would do now. They all returned with Benjamin to Joseph's house. Joseph, seeing his brothers, tells them, "You all can go home, but Benjamin must stay here as my slave." Hearing this, his brother Judah speaks up and says, "Sir, if we go back home without the boy, my father will die because he loves him very much. So please keep me here as your slave and let the boy go home." Now Joseph could see that his brothers have changed. They are not mean and unkind like before. So, what does Joseph do to them now? I'll be telling more about it in the coming episode. My dear friends, what can we learn from today's story? We can see that Joseph had undergone a lot of suffering from his brothers. But once his brothers came to see him or collect grains from Egypt, Joseph does not take revenge on his brothers. Instead, seeing their repentful nature, seeing their change of mind, he forgives them. And he asks them not to feel distressed about themselves, but he tells them that there was a reason for him coming to Egypt, and that was to save the lives of many, and especially to his brothers. My dear friends, what a beautiful character Joseph has displayed to us. When any one of us have some hurt feeling about our brothers or friends who had done bad deeds towards us, we should not take revenge. Instead, seeing their repentful nature or change in behavior, we should forgive them. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave us. I hope you all enjoyed today's story. Until I come up with a beautiful story of Joseph, do stay safe and healthy. Your loving Benzie Auntie. Bye. Take care.